Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the Zola Elements acetate focals to make fun, lightweight, geometric earrings. So you can use these, of course, for all kinds of different things, but I wanted to focus a little bit on the earrings today just because I always like to wear something that's really nice and lightweight for summer, so this is perfect. All right, so let's start by talking about some of these beautiful colors that we have. So over here, all the way to the left, we have a honeycomb. It's a beautiful golden color and it's got nice little swirls in it. Very vintage style. I love this one. And I added just some gold chain swags there to the bottom just to kind of keep that nice silhouette happening in that chandelier finding. Over here we have the emerald marbled, and again I paired this with gold. You'll see that I paired many of these with gold, but they could also look wonderful with silver. We have the Lagoon here, and this is a nice brown, blue, and green combined, so really nice and earthy. I love that one. And over here, down at the bottom, I have the tide pool, and up here you can see more of that honeycomb. So don't be afraid to mix and match a lot of these. They're going to look really beautiful together. Up here we have the moon dance, and that is a pink, green, and blue sort of swirl, and it looks almost kind of 80s style. I love that one. Over here we have brown sugar. And over here, we have the abalone, and you can see that it's got all kinds of different colors. It almost looks like a planet, and that's why I wanted to use this big coin here, this coin pendant, because I thought it would just be really, really beautiful in a nice focal drop earring. And then the main thing that I'm going to be working with here today is the gold foil. Now you can see on my gray table here that it's actually a clear piece. So when I pick a piece up, you'll see that there's actually no color, behind it. So you really get to see all those beautiful little gold foil flecks in there. And I just love this. This is going to be really fun and truly a vintage style. Okay, so what have I done here that you can kind of take away? So I want to point out these two earrings here, these are on posts, and the reason I did that is just to sort of have a nice little vintage style. A lot of things weren't on hooks, back in the 70s and 80s, so I just thought I'd kind of give a little nod to that by putting those on some posts. Also, I used some larger jump rings here to really bring out that gold because I needed it to just pop just a little bit more. You can see over here I used a different little style hook than what I'm going to be using here today. It's a little bit of a smaller hook, but I thought that was okay because the chain down here is just a very fine Rolo chain, so I thought it would still be nice and lightweight so it wouldn't really, kind of bother the ear as you wear it throughout the day. And then up here, this is what I was talking with. I thought these would look really nice with silver. So I just did some simple wire loops here and just attached those to a ball hook, earring hook. There you go. All right, so these ones here, they all use a very similar thing. Now you can see that this chain is actually the same that I used over here on the honeycomb, but what I did was I just added it with a couple of jump rings and some earring hooks. Now, one thing I want to say is that I designed these three earrings, and I'm going to design the same earring here today using the same jump rings and the same earring hooks. And the reason I did that is because when you purchase a whole bunch of jump rings and a whole bunch of earring hooks, I don't know about you guys, but I like to use them in as much as I can. So I made it really easy for you. So basically all you need to do is purchase some earring hooks and some jump rings here. Now these are 5mm 20 gauge jump rings, but they're going to work for most of the styles here. Now, the reason I had to use some larger jump rings here is mostly for the style, but you'll notice that some of the pieces, the holes, are a little bit different from the others, so just be careful when you're purchasing that. So you can also get some larger jump rings and some smaller jump rings. So again, these are 5mm 20 gauge. If you want to go a little bit bigger, these are 7.4. If you want to kind of get a happy medium, I would recommend a 6mm 20 gauge jump ring. That'll kind of get you through everything and really allow you to play with a lot of these different styles. So you're going to see how that comes together. Okay, so let's talk about the geometry of this. Now, I've been seeing a really fun trend in mix and match jewelry, so I thought I would do something kind of fun with that today. So what I've done here is I've sort of taken some of these pieces. Now this piece is a really unique piece because it has 3 holes, but you'll notice that his little buddy over here has 2 holes. So you can actually like put things together and make, you know, really fun kind of deconstructed pendants there. So really a lot of options you can do. The same with this piece here. You'll notice this one has 3 holes, but this one only has 2. So if you wanted to, you can put that together. You can put something in the center. There's a lot of fun options there. So let's say you wanted to kind of put something like that together and then put that in there. You can add chain in between, kind of make it a deconstructed piece. A lot of fun options there. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm going to move this one aside because what I want to do is I actually want to take this one, and I kind of pre-planned this out. So I'm going to attach these ones here, and then I'm going to add this little teardrop right down here because I kind of like that this one is bottom heavy just because you see a lot of that gold down there. So I thought that was really kind of cool. And then for my second earring, I'm going to actually pair it with a nice elongated shape and then this coin here. So what I'm trying to achieve is, I know I won't get it perfectly even across, but at least the same weight. That's sort of what I was going for. Now you could absolutely do something like this with something like this, where it's like you have a big drop and a chain, and then this one on the other side, you know, get really funky with it. So there's a lot of options to play with. So really simply, all you're going to need for a lot of these projects is just a couple pairs of chain nose pliers. And what I want to point out to you is that the only ones that needed some flush cutters are the ones with the chain and the simple wire loop. So you can use these guys here. So let's go ahead and let's kind of put this together real quick, and you're going to see how easy it is. And it actually is really fun to work with these geometric shapes. So all I'm going to be doing is just opening and closing jump rings. That's it. So this is a great little beginner project. And now you'll get a chance to see what I mean about these are going to be really tight and close, the 5mm 20 gauge jump rings, but I like it because they kind of then have a chance to get a little hidden there. So we're just going to hide that there. So you can see that there's not a lot of space. Let me kind of put my finger behind it. There's not a lot of space in between these two, but it is enough to allow it to swing a little bit. And that's really what I'm going after. Okay, so let's add this jump ring to the top now. And this would be really cool. You can add in some crystals. I've actually seen some great bead weaving off of these, especially those teardrops. You can hang some fringe or some chain. There's a lot of great fun things to do. Okay, so I added one jump ring up there to the top. And here I have some kind of pre-opened jump rings for me. And I'm going to hook one jump ring on there and then slide on my little hook. And because a lot of these acetate pieces are very unique, you can decide from the front or the back which side you want to show, especially with the more colorful pieces. So that's always something to consider as well. All right, now let's move on to this guy over here. And I would totally wear these together. And another neat little thing about the Zola elements that we sell at Beadaholique is we sell everything in pairs. So let's say you wanted to make a true mix and match pair like I'm doing here. By purchasing the supplies, you'll actually get to make 2 pairs of these earrings because you'll have the others sort of left over. So that's also something to just kind of consider as well. Sorry, I'm just fixing my plier there. All right. Let me just get that there. Alrighty. And we're going to slide this one onto this side. Slide it up here. Now again, you can see how this is really nice and tight. It's the way I prefer it. However, if you have kind of a mixed bag of jump rings, you can sort of see what you want to do. I just want it to be really nice and close on this one. And I'll show you the difference here a little bit more up close in just a moment. There we go. Twist. And I just love this because this is kind of great if you're sort of in a pinch and you're like, oh, I need some fast earrings or I need a quick present for someone. These are going to be great because they're lightweight, so they're not really going to bother the ear. And that's always something that I'm looking for, especially in the summer. You know, I have really long hair, so I'm always looking to put my hair up and wear a really fun pair of stunning earrings. But I don't want to be aching by the end of the day with my ears, you know? So go for something lightweight. I mean, it's summer, it's hot enough. Let's not make it worse on ourselves, girls. All right, so one more up at the top there. And now I'm going to add my final jump ring, which will attach my earring hook. And I know this might be a little too funky for some of you, and some of you might go, ooh, I can go even further. Go for it. If you're feeling it, go for it. That is what I love about all of this stuff. All right, so there is my pair of earrings. You can see that they're pretty evenly matched, in terms of length up and down. So that's just really, really fun. And this is the other earring that I wanted to kind of pull in and show you side by side. So you can see that in this one, there's a little bit more of a gap, and it's because I use those larger jump rings. So that is an option for you as well. It is entirely up to you, entirely up to your style, but I just thought it would be kind of neat to create several pairs of earrings, and it's these 4 here, all using the same jump rings and the same earring hooks, so that if you wanted to, you can just buy a whole bunch of the acetate in your favorite colors and then mix and match whatever you want and everything you want. I even think these two would look really great together because you can pull out some of that gold. So lots of really fun options with this, and it's wonderful, it's affordable, perfect for summer. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button below to get all the latest from Beadaholique. And of course, you can see even more tutorial videos and shop this entire collection by heading over to beadaholique.com.